Hello, I'm PSJ Jenkins. In this video, we will install RES Workspace Manager 2011. First, we will begin with the installation of the database, for those of you who may not already have an existing database within your environment. For our video, we'll install Microsoft SQL Server Express 2008. However, Workspace Manager 2011 is compatible with SQL Server versions 2000 and up, as well as Oracle 9i or higher, and IBM DB2 8.1 or higher. Now, the database is one of our key components of our architecture and plays the most vital role within communication, even though our agents can function independently of connection to the data store. Now, since we'll be installing Microsoft SQL Server Express, please be sure that you have the latest version of Microsoft .NET Framework installed before installation. Now to begin. As you can see here, I have the SQL Server Installation Center already open, and to get to this point, I've simply extracted the package. And I clicked on Launch New Installation and Add Features as you see here. And once clicking that button, you get the SQL Server 2008 R2 setup. Simply click I accept license terms here, and let's proceed with next. And the support files are being set up at the moment. And there we go. Now that we have our support rules set up, the next thing is a feature selection. By default, all the boxes are checked, and we're just going to try to stick to the defaults as much as possible for the purpose of this video. So let's go ahead and click Next. Now once we come to this window here, we want to make sure that we have our named instance and that we stick to the defaults once again, and we click Next. And once again, defaults. Now this is where it's important. When we come to the database engine configuration, we want to make sure we place that on mixed mode, and then we enter a password. And then any administrators you might want to have. For us, we're just going to go with the default administrator and click Next. Alright folks, now that our installation is complete, let's just go ahead and close out of the manager here. The next thing we want to do is we actually want to navigate to our newly installed SQL Server Configuration Manager. Now once here, you want to go to you go right up here, Protocols, and we want to make sure Named Pipes is enabled, as well as TCP/IP. Additionally, let's check the services, and we want to make sure that the SQL service is running and the SQL Server Browser service is also running. Chances are you might not be able to start it here, so let's start it traditionally via the Services console. Alright, now that our installation of Microsoft SQL Server 2008 Express is complete, the only thing left to do is to install actually Workspace Manager 2011. Now to do that, you want to begin by obtaining the MSI package, and that could be obtained from ressoftware.com/downloads. As you can see here, I have it on my desktop. Let's go ahead and execute that. And then we click Next here, and we accept our license agreement. And we click Next. Once again, default is going to go to C Program Files, RES Software, Workspace Manager, and then Next. We do want an icon on our desktop as well as our Start Menu Programs folder, so we click Next. And then let's install. And there we are. Now that we're finished, we want to click this next for our next video. And that's all folks. Thanks again for viewing. This has been installation for RES Workspace Manager 2011.